It's time to live your stronger life. Hey, I'm Sammy, physio coach and nutritionist, and your hype girl for creating your stronger life. Here, we ditch the quick fixes and build real strength inside and out. So whether you're here to tone up, drop the body fat, build muscle, mental resilience, or ditch the diet culture, or just feel bloody good in your skin, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. Okay, let me ask you something. If I told you there was one thing you could do consistently over time that would change the shape of your body, speed up your metabolism, strengthen your bones, improve your hormones, reduce your risk of injury as you age, and make you feel genuinely powerful and confident in your body, would you do it? I'm guessing yes. And you know what that thing is? It is lifting weights. And I bet you probably already guessed that if you saw the name of this episode. But anyways, surprise, it's lifting weights. Yet so many women are still avoiding it. Like literally 80% of female population are not lifting weights, which I'm like, why? Why? It is the best thing in the whole entire human world that you could do for your body. But most women are still spending most of their time doing cardio, endless classes, still worried that picking something heavy up is going to make them look too bulky. But their body isn't changing, not in the way that they want. So this is why today I want to talk about why strength training is not optional, not just for fat loss, not just for health, not just for longevity. It is just a non-negotiable for your life. So here's what strength training actually does. Let's start with the basics because I think there's still a lot of confusion about what lifting actually does to your body. So when you lift weights consistently and progressively, meaning you're gradually increasing the challenge over time, your body builds muscle tissue because basically what happens is you lift a heavy weight and your body barely survives it. You should be pushing very, 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 very close to failure, if not failing as best as you can. And you do it. And then your brain and your body goes, oh my God, that was so hard. I never want to do that again. Let's make sure we are strong. Let's make sure we have more muscle so that we are way better the next time we have to do that. It's the same as like you do something and you do an oopsie and you make a mistake. You learn from that mistake. That's basically what the body does every time you lift weights. It goes, okay, that was hard. I don't like it. Let's make sure we build some muscle. Let's be stronger. So next time that we have to do that weight thing, we know how to approach it and we know how to get stronger for it. That is how you get stronger and you build muscle. But the muscle tissue itself, it changes everything. Muscle is metabolically active. That means it burns calories just by existing. So the more muscle you carry on your body, the higher your resting metabolism is. The more calories you burn doing nothing. Now, it's not just a lot. It's not a lot. It's not hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calories. Like it may be 100 calories in a day, it's depending on how much muscle you actually put on. Like it's really not that much, but every little 1% can count. And fat tissue doesn't do that. Fat tissue just sits there. So when we talk about toning up, which is what most women say they want, what they're describing is a body with more muscle and less body fat. And you cannot achieve that look without building the muscle first. Cardio is going to burn calories, great. But it does not build muscle. It does not change the shape of your body, and it does not increase your resting metabolism like lifting does. And here's the thing I want you to really sit with. That lean, defined look that most women are chasing, the Pilates look, yeah, that came from them building muscle first. You can lose all the fat in the world, but if there's no muscle underneath, you will not have the shape or the definition you're after. You will just be smaller and jiggly and skinny fat, for the lack of a better word. So muscle is always the goal and lifting is how you build it. And there's so much more to muscle than just like aesthetics as well. So I want to talk more about the health reasons why you should be prioritizing, even if you're like, I don't really care about how I look. But it's like, well, you should care about how you feel and how your body functions. So this is why muscle is so, so important. Number one, bone density. From our late 20s into our 30s, we start losing our bone density. And this accelerates significantly around menopause when estrogen drops. Osteoporosis, where bones become fragile and they fracture easy, is far more common in women than men due to estrogen and due to the fact that they're not lifting weights. So it's largely preventable. And strength training is one of the most powerful tools we have for maintaining and building bone density. Weight-bearing exercise puts stress on the bones, which signals the body to keep them nice and strong. So if you're a woman and you're not lifting, you are missing the single best thing you can do for your bone health long term. I'm not trying to scare you, but this is no joke. So don't fuck around with your bone density. It's not fun. Trust me. I have had osteopenia and osteoporosis, and going through the medication to try and improve your bone density is not fun. And I'm not even 30 yet. Like, that is a joke. That is not okay that I had that. I had it from other reasons, not for a lack of lifting weights, because I've always lifted weights since I was like 15 years old. I was lifting weights, so it's not for a lack of lifting weights. It was other reasons. But I will tell you that It helped to protect my bones, so it's kind of scary how bad my bones would have been had I not been lifting weights at the same time. And I have healed my bone density through fueling my body properly, supporting my hormone health, and lifting weights. There's lots of research evidence around about how lifting weights can help women with osteoporosis and osteopenia and to protect their bone density and their joint health as well. Because strength training also strengthens your muscles and your soft tissue and protects your joints. So you know how it kind of hurts to squat down, your knees get a bit achy and sore? Yeah, if you strength train consistently and had really strong legs, your knees wouldn't hurt so much. You know when you bend down to pick something up and it kind of hurts your back? Yeah, if you deadlifted and got really strong, that wouldn't hurt your back. You struggle to get up those stairs because you're tired and it kind of hurts your legs. Yeah, if you strength train, that wouldn't be hard for you to do at all. Strength training literally prepares your body for old age. It's how you stay independent and it's how you stay functional. You enjoy picking your kids up and running after them? Yeah, strength training is going to help you to continue to do that. And so as we get older, we naturally lose muscle mass. This is called sarcopenia. That's the process of when you significantly lose a lot of muscle. And it starts earlier than most people think, around their 30s, and it accelerates if you're not doing anything to counter it. And a loss of muscle mass does mean slightly slower metabolism, reduced strength, less stability, higher falls risk, longer recovery from injury or illness, more aches and pains, and just every day gets harder and harder and harder. The women who are strong and capable and independent in their 70s and 80s, they built that foundation decades earlier. They lifted weights, they stayed active, and they stayed strong. Another one is hormones and mental health side of things as well. So hormonally, strength training improves insulin sensitivity, meaning your body handles carbohydrates and blood sugar more effectively. It can also reduce cortisol over time. It increases your feel-good neurotransmitters. It releases endorphins. It builds confidence in a way that is hard to replicate anywhere else. Like, as if you don't feel bloody amazing, picking something heavy up that you didn't think you could and doing it over and over and over again and proving to yourself how strong and capable you are. As if that doesn't feel freaking amazing. There's just something about picking up a weight that used to feel heavy and realizing it's now easy. That does something for you. I've watched it happen with my clients over and over and over again. The gym becomes a place where they feel capable, and that just bleeds into every other aspect of your life. But Sammy, I don't want to get too bulky. Okay, we need to talk about this because it is still the number one reason women give me for avoiding heavy weights. And I want to put this to bed once and for all. Like, one, if lifting weights made you bulky, can you go look at my Instagram and tell me what I'm doing wrong? Because I've been lifting weights for a really bloody long time. And albeit I've had some other health circumstances that have made building muscle a bit more challenging over the years, I am still not bulky. As much as I actually would like to be bulky, I am not bulky. You will not get bulky from lifting weights. It's the same as you do not become a Formula 1 driver by learning how to drive or a Michelin star chef by learning how to cook. It takes a lot more bloody work than that. Physiologically, it is not really possible for most women without a very deliberate effort and often pharmacological assistance. And here's why. Muscle growth requires testosterone as a primary driver, and women have roughly 10 to 20 times less testosterone than men. So our hormonal environment required to build the kind of large imposing muscle mass that women are afraid of simply does not exist in a female body under normal circumstances. So the women you see who are very large and muscular, they have trained specifically for that outcome for years, often a decade or more, lifting way heavier than you do, pushing themselves way closer to failure, and eating in significant surpluses, many using performance enhancing substances as well. It is an intentional, long-term, highly specific pursuit. You are not going to accidentally end up looking like that by lifting 3 times a week and protecting your health and bone density. What you will do by lifting 3 times a week is build the lean, defined, strong look that most women actually want. And also most of the time, if you do feel like you do get bulky from lifting weights, it's not the bulk, it's the body fat over the top that's sitting on top of the muscle. So once you drop the body fat, you'll actually feel a lot better as well. Building muscle takes time, so much longer than most people expect, like years and years and years of consistent progressive lifting. So if you're afraid of accidentally getting too big, please don't be. You will be working towards a goal for a very long time before you even get close. Start lifting, lift heavier than you should, lift heavier than you think you should. Add weight over time and continue to progress. And if you do feel like you're getting bulky, then maybe your training program is designed for a bro and not a girl. That is also sometimes like, stop going to the gym and doing your boyfriend's shitty program. Do a program that's actually designed to build a body shape that you want, not what the bro wants. Okay, so what does lifting properly actually mean? I want to spend a minute here because I think some women are technically lifting, but not in a way that's actually going to create the change that they want. Going to the gym and using the smallest dumbbells for 20 reps without much effort, that's movement. It's not progressive overload. For lifting to change your body, it needs to challenge your body, which means working close to failure, finishing all of your sets within 1 to 3 reps left in the tank, not 10. It means adding weight or reps over time, not staying comfortable, not just stopping because it's kind of hard, and not stopping because it burns. Fatigue, like actual failure. It means your last few reps, you're grinding them out and you're questioning whether your life even exists anymore. Like, I'm not going to survive this. If I fail this rep, I'm literally going to die. That's the kind of energy you want. Genuinely hard. If you can easily chat through your sets, you are not working hard enough. If you can get going again after 30 seconds, you did not push that set hard enough. You want to be like questioning your life and then needing a good rest afterwards because you're like, oh my God, I just catch my breath, can't lift a weight up, my arms are absolutely dead or my legs are absolutely dead. Give it like 2 minutes and then you're like, okay, I think I can survive another set now. Then you know you're probably working hard enough. If you film your sets and you look at your first repetition speed versus your last repetition speed, it should be significantly slower velocity on that last repetition. It should look like a grind, like you've put the movie in slow-mo. That's how you know you're actually working hard enough. Compound movements are also your best friend here. Think squat, deadlift, hip thrust, rows, presses, the bigger movements. These are the exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once, create the most stimulus, and give you the most return on your time in the gym. 3 to 4 sessions per week, each muscle group getting hit twice per week, and most importantly, incorporating progressive overload over time. That is the framework. Everything else is the little details, but do not major in the minors. Focus on that, mastering training hard enough first before you fuss about whether you have the perfect training split or the perfect training program. A balanced, structured training program pushed hard will be absolutely fabulous, and you don't need a new program every week. Follow the same program, same exercises, continue to progress, continue to push, continue to improve your performance of those exercises like a routine. And then when you do plateau out on an exercise, you can rotate in a different variation after 6, 8, 12 weeks. So I want to close with this mindset shift. So much of the language around women's fitness is about shrinking, getting smaller, losing, reducing. And I want to flip that. What if the goal wasn't to lose, but to build strength, build muscle, build capacity, build resilience? The fat loss happens as a byproduct of that process, but the identity shift from someone who's trying to shrink themselves to someone who's trying to build something, that changes how you train, how you eat, how you talk about your body, and how you show up. Strong is the goal, and lifting weights is where you're going to build it. I hope this episode has you ready to pick up something heavy and never look back. 1 to 2 kilo dumbbells ain't gonna do it, girls. We gotta go heavy. Okay, so I am now up to doing on my dumbbell incline bench press 17.5 kilos, and I can do a couple of reps at 20 kilos, and I'm like, yes, let's go. I mean, in each hand, like 17.5 in one hand, 17.5 in one hand. So none of these little 2 kilo little dumbbells anymore, ladies. We want to be pushing big girl weights. We're big women. We need big girl weights. So if you've been on the fence about committing to a strength training program, let this be the episode that tips you over and you get started. And if you've listened this far, I'll give you a gift to get you started. Come to my Instagram and tell me whether you are training from the gym or from the home, and I will send you a free sample training program to get you started. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this episode valuable, please rate, review, and subscribe. And I'd love if you shared this on your Instagram and tag me Sammy_livestrong. And if you'd like to learn more about my coaching and join the Project Livestrong family, please message me Livestrong on Instagram and I'll see how I can help. I'll see you next time.